Hi guys, welcome to our channel M2K Tutorials. So today we're going to learn about the while loop. So while loop is also one of the loop like we have learned in our previous tutorial for loop, but considering the for loop there we was having three statement: initialization, condition, and then we were having some increment or decrement logic. But in while loop you don't have all these three, but only one, which is the condition part. So let's first understand the syntax of the while loop, then we will move one of the variant of while loop, which is do while. Okay, so first let's say example of while loop. Okay, so you can write while loop. First you need to write your keyword while. Okay, then inside that you put some condition. Okay, and till the time that condition is true, the code block will be executed. Like in for loop you have seen that every time it was checking the condition, like here also it will be also checking the condition. So let's first initialize one value, let's say I equal to 0. Okay, and then the condition we're gonna check I is less than 10. So we want to print I from 0 to 9, and so what we did, we first initialize I like we did in for loop, and here in the while we are only putting the condition. So if I is less than 10, then execute this block, which is I am writing right now. So I just want to print this I's value, so I'm gonna write value of we can put it in string, so value of I, and then a space, and we can just put the I. So this is it for the while loop. This is very easy, you can just write like that. Okay, here you can see it's just getting buzzed up, means like you can see that this while loop is going multiple times, and we don't want that, right? So what is happening here, guys? What mistake I did, I just checking this value I is less than 10, but this condition is always true, right? Because I's value is 0, I am not incrementing it, so that this condition get false. Okay, so this condition is not getting false at all, so it's running again and again, and that's why that for loop was going that while loop was going crazy. And you have seen that after some time it will sure hang my Chrome browser. So what we need to do, we need to increase the I's value. Okay, so that after running 0 to 9, and whenever I's value is 10, this condition get failed. So what will happen now? I will be 0, it will check I is less than 10, it will increment and it will print the value of I, then it will increment the value of I will be 1, and then 1 will be less than 10, then again print, and so on till the time I's value is 10. When I value will reach to the 10, then this condition will get false, and eventually your while loop will break. Okay, so now save it and F5 to refresh it. As you can see, guys, this earlier we just blown up our memory because we run that again and again. Now it's taking time, so let's cross that again. So we have added I plus plus so that this condition get failed sometime, and let's go here in our web page, F5, and now you can see 0 to 9 you are you is able to print 0 to 9. So guys, this is very important thing with while loop. Don't forget to put here increment or decrement based on the condition, so this condition get failed eventually for some value. Otherwise what will happen, your while loop will keep go on and on and on, and eventually your code will break, or your system will be crashed, your browser will be crashed, right? So you need to remember that one. The other variant of this while loop is you can that called is do while. So what happened here in do while, So your code block run once first. Okay, your code block run once first in the do section. So if I will write like this, let's say value of I, and I print this values of I. So what will happen, this code block will be executed every time, like for the first time it will executed, and then only your condition which you have written inside the while will be checked, and if it's get passed again, then your again do block will run, otherwise do block will not run. So let me give you one example. So here where I equal to 0, so what will happen, first do will run and it will print the value of I, then it will increase the I value, and then it will check in the while whether I is less than 10. So it's less than 10, then again do will execute, again value will be increased, again the condition will be checked. Okay, till the time this condition is got failed, your do will be getting executed again and again. Okay, so let me refresh it, and here you can see the same result, but here is one catch. So let's say I'm checking I is less than 10, right? But let's say I put 11 here, what will happen? And refresh, and still you can see the first value. So here condition was failed because I was 11, but before that, before checking this condition, this do is getting executed, the code block inside the do is getting executed. So as you can see, I put the 11, still at least one value, one time this code block is running and I am getting that value. After that, what would have happened, this I what should happen, would have happened in the background. So I was increased to 12, and then this condition was got failed. So again your while loop was not getting executed, but for the one time I will get this value 11 because I have provided 11 here. Okay guys, so this was pretty much it with the while and do. The while loop you will be using very less compared to for loop, but yeah, there can be some condition where you use that. But remember that if you are using while loop, remember to make that condition false. This condition eventually should be false, otherwise you will be in big trouble, you will crash your browser, right? Okay, so this was pretty much it guys for the loops, and thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button, share this video, subscribe my channel, and please comment in the comment box below if you have any doubt or query. Thanks. Happy coding.